Akbar's Tricky Treat, Birbal's Clever Climb. Chapter 1. The Sweet Sharing Challenge. Emperor Akbar sat on a big, squishy pillow, looking very important. Birds sang a happy song outside the palace windows. Today was a very sunny day. He held a yummy, ripe mango, big and bright yellow. Birbal, his wisest friend, stood nearby, his eyes twinkling. "Birbal!" Akbar boomed, his voice like a friendly drum. "If I give you half of whatever I get today, will you take it?" Birbal nodded with a smile, wondering what kind of yummy treat or funny surprise Akbar had planned. Chapter 2. A funny, fuzzy fellow flies in. Suddenly, a tiny, fluffy bumblebee, buzzing like a little toy car, flew right through the open window. Zoop! It danced around Akbar's nose. Akbar giggled, a deep, rumbly giggle. He tried to catch it with his hand, swish, but the bee was too fast. It landed on his royal hat, then whizzed around, making a small, happy noise. Birbal watched, a small chuckle escaping him. Akbar finally clapped his hands gently, and the bee, with a last little buzz-buzz, flew back out the window. "Aha!" Akbar announced, looking at Birbal. "I got a bee! So, Birbal, here is half of it." Birbal thought hard, his brow crinkling just a tiny bit. How could you share half of a flying bee? Chapter 3. The Gardener's Giant Gift. Birbal put a finger to his chin. "Your Majesty," he said, his voice soft like a whisper. "If you caught a bee, it means you received the bee's visit, right?" Akbar nodded, his eyes bright. "Yes, I received its visit." Birbal then clapped his hands together, not too loud, just a happy clap. "Then," he declared, "for my half, I will receive the visit of the next thing that comes to you." Just then, the royal gardener, a man with a big, round belly and a happy smile, opened the palace doors. He carried a giant, juicy watermelon, green and striped, held close to his chest. It was so big he could barely see over it. He wobbled a bit, giggling. "For His Majesty," he puffed. Akbar's mouth made a little O shape. He had definitely received a whole, enormous watermelon. Chapter 4. A Sweet Slice of Smartness. Akbar looked at the giant watermelon, then at Birbal, then back at the watermelon. He couldn't help but smile. Birbal had tricked him. But it was a good trick, a smart trick. "Birbal," Akbar chuckled, a full, happy sound. "You are too clever for me." He waved his hand. "Gardener, cut the watermelon in half, a perfectly even half. One piece for me, and one big, delicious piece for Birbal." The gardener beamed, carefully setting the watermelon down, and with a big knife, thwack, cut it exactly in two. Birbal bowed gracefully, took his enormous, juicy half, and offered a thankful smile. Akbar grabbed his half, and they both sat down, taking big, happy bites of the sweet red fruit, juice dripping down their chins. Sharing yummy watermelon was much better than sharing a tiny, zippy bee.